All right, well, good afternoon, everybody. Thanks so much for coming out to the NIA Center and the Kentucky Career Center that operates inside of the great NIA Center here, which is a multi-purpose facility and resource center located here in the heart of West Louisville. So our job at Metro government is to help all Louisvillians reach their full human potential. That's really what a city should be the platform for. So to do that, people need to have a path to a stable, reliable way to provide for themselves and for their families. And I believe that's what every community needs and every citizen deserves as well. And there's a bunch of folks here that have been helping in that particular effort that we're going to hear from here shortly. I would like to acknowledge Rashad Abdur-Rahman. Rashad, where are you? Back here. Right over here. Rashad runs our Office for Safe and Healthy Neighborhoods and helps our city in many different ways. So I appreciate you, Rashad. Yeah, let's hear it for Rashad. I want to say hi to Reverend Snarden over here as well. He led the Concerned Pastors of Russell group that was so instrumental in helping us get the Russell Choice Neighborhood Grant 2 weeks ago, which is a couple $100 million project for the city. That's a big deal. So we got a lot of momentum in the city right now. In the last 6 years, we've created about 60,000 jobs, 2,600 new businesses. Unemployment was over 10%. It's now at 3.9%. We've got $9 billion of capital construction going on in our city. That's why you see all this hubbub going on. The key is everybody needs to be participating in this renaissance that we've got going on in our city. We've got 23 hotels under construction right now, including the big Omni Hotel with 30 floors, $320 million project. We need these hotels along with the expanding convention center because our tourism keeps growing every year. Last year or this year, over 24 million tourists came to our city, and we're looking for that to grow in 2017 as well. You're seeing rebuilding and revitalization all over our community. The big announcement with Beecher Terrace and the Russell neighborhood last week was a $30 million federal grant that's going to lever up into a couple $100 million of other investments in this choice neighborhood and the remaking of Russell as well. So when all this is going on, obviously there is a lot of opportunity for people to be involved in these projects, not just for our city as a whole, but for individuals as well, and individuals that are looking for work. So when folks are saying today, I need a job, fortunately, there are many ways to get a good job in the city right now. So there's lots of folks out here that are saying that. So part of our job is to make sure that the training is there so that they can be ready for the jobs as well. Because one of the things that's obvious, and you hear me lean into it all the time, is that not everybody is benefiting equally from the renaissance that's taking place in our city. Income inequality, wealth inequality, in my mind, is one of the biggest problems that we have in our country and the cities of our country, and our city is no different from that as well. So one of the reasons for that is skills. And so we want to make sure as a city that everyone looking for a job knows about these two programs that we're going to be talking about today. Two programs that have been up and running for some time, and then a third program we're going to talk about that's relatively new. And all of these offer no-cost job training and job referrals as well, which is the way we want to do it. So say, I want to work, let's get you skilled up so you can make a living wage, and here's a way that you can move into a job. So I'm going to talk briefly about them. First, the program is called Kentuckiana Builds. With all this construction that you see going on and future construction as well, there's going to be lots of construction jobs that we know about for the next 3 or 4 years already that's in the pipeline, and I'm sure there'll be more coming after that as well. So Kentuckiana Builds is a new 7-week program with its first class now underway. Participants receive training that prepares them for careers in fields like plumbing, pipe fitting, and carpentry. Okay, these are jobs that are $40,000 to $80,000 a year jobs. And then if you get it after it, they can be more than that. If you start your own company, obviously they can be more than that as well. So to kind of get a feel for those fields, Kentuckiana Builds is a great way to do that. Students meet 4 hours each day, 5 days a week, 7 weeks. Okay, so this program is designed to get more people, especially women and minorities, into jobs more quickly. We talked about the Russell redo. There's a minimum requirement on that job for 25% minority participation, 10% female participation. So there's going to be lots of good work coming out. So that's Kentuckiana Builds. Second, we have a manufacturing training program available to anyone who wants to sign up. Advanced manufacturing is one of the key business drivers of our city. We have about 75,000 manufacturing jobs in Louisville. They're always looking for new people, good people, and it's an area that offers good paying jobs in an industry that's going to continue to grow in our region. And then finally, there is Reimage. That's a city-funded initiative that helps stop the cycle of crime and violence by intervening with youth ages 14 to 24 who have been court involved and have said, hey, I want to get back on the right path. Now, the other advantage is if you work with Reimage, you get to work with this very handsome group of individuals behind me here that are strutting their new Reimage jackets here, the latest swag in the city. So that's Christmas time, and it's looking good. So I want to thank our case managers here. Case managers and volunteers, mentors, work with the young people to help them stay in school, get their GED, get a job, navigate the court system, and address drug and alcohol issues. What we see, and everybody's familiar with it here, some folks have got obstacles in their way to getting a job. So we need to be obstacle removers. And that's what Reimage caseworkers do. That's what a lot of folks up here do as well. And there's really almost nothing more gratifying than when you take somebody, Reverend Elliott, that wants a job, but they've got obstacles in their way, and you help remove those obstacles, they get a job, and you see them have the pride and dignity that comes from a paycheck. You know, that's when you can close your eyes and say, job well done. And we're going to get up the next morning and do it again, all right? The Jesus in the Jobs program that Reverend Elliott has done that, has shown that time and time again in our community. So I want to recognize you as you walk in this room. Now, job training and reentry programs obviously have been going on for a long time, but it was interesting to me that the community group pulled together by Gerald Muhammad, James Linton, and others identified these as continued areas of emphasis for our community when they're talking about ways to reduce violence in our community. So when the Brothers Reaching Brothers and Community Connection Citizens Groups came together, I appreciated seeing those on your all's top 10 list as well. So let's just keep it going. And we got to keep communicating all the time on these things because there's new people coming and going. We just got to constantly reassure them and let them know, here's where you go. Okay, I'm going to take your hand. I'm going to take you there. That's what happens some of the time. And so that's what it takes, and we're happy to do that. So thank you guys and all of your cohorts and colleagues here in the city. Okay, so when you speak then about where people can go, you know, it's like, I don't know where to go. Well, go to the NIA Center, okay, where we're standing right now. The NIA Center is a hub for a lot of the training that we have in our community, specifically here in West Louisville. And I want to thank all the folks that are involved with the NIA Center as well for being here for folks when they come in. Oftentimes just say, I don't know what to do, but I was told to come here and you guys can help me. And oftentimes it's helping them get that first step and giving them some confidence that they can do it. And that's what a lot of folks just need. They want a reassuring hand, or they might say, I don't know how to operate a computer. But in today's world, you got to be able to get on a computer and apply for a job. It's like, okay, here's the steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can do it. And then before you know it, they're webmasters, computer experts. So I want to thank everybody here at the NIA Center that are helping folks get a new direction here in life. So let's hear it for the NIA Center. Good job. The programs that I talked about, too, are also partnership with our friends at Kentuckiana Works. Kentuckiana Works has been doing a stellar job figuring out the openings in our community. We have 30,000 open jobs right now in the city of Louisville. And so what kind of skills do we need to fill those? How do we upskill people we have in the city? How do we get more people to move here as well to help us fill those jobs? Of the 30,000, 10,000 require a college degree or 2-year, 4-year degree. 20,000 do not. Now, they might require some type of certification or specialization, but Kentuckiana Works can tell us all about that. So to speak more to that, Cindy Reed is here with us, the Assistant Director from Kentuckiana Works. Cindy?
Thank you, Mayor Fisher. I am also very excited to be here on behalf of Kentuckiana Works promoting these great opportunities here at the NIA Center at 29th and Broadway. As Mr. Mayor said, we've got training, short-term manufacturing training. That's going to take 2 weeks, and you're going to end with 5 certificates. If you have a little more time, we've got a 4-week training that results in a national credential. And then we've got Kentuckiana Builds that's going to qualify you for the construction trade. Now, you may be wondering, okay, I'm thinking about making a change, but what are my first steps? What am I going to do? Just come to the NIA Center, and there are people here. I'm looking around this room, and there is an army of people that like to help people make change and get opportunities in their lives. And I'm proud to work with them every day. And they're going to be here. They're going to step you through the process. And then when you're in the training, they're going to help you all the way through. They're going to help you with your resume. They're going to help you do interviews. And they're going to, most importantly, connect you to employers. We have over 135 employers that work with us. And many of them are hiring. Desperately hiring, actually. You heard the mayor talk about our very low unemployment rate. So they're looking for good talent, and when you've got one of these trainings, you can set yourself apart. Now, you also may be saying, I've got, my loved one, or I have a criminal background. I've got some obstacles. Well, that's where we have some great programs like Reimage, and you've seen the team back here. They are there out in the neighborhoods. They're in Park Hill, Beecher, Terrace, and Shawnee. They will meet you where you are, and they're going to take you where you want to go. So I think with everything we've got going on, this is a great time, and I just urge everyone to make 2017 the year to boost your career. Thanks.
Thank you, Cindy. This is exciting. Sometime before we were talking about skills, there were no jobs, 10% unemployment, no investment in the city. Now we got all this investment, we got low unemployment. Now is the time to get after it, and these programs are here to do that. So this is very exciting for all of us as well. Now, Sadiqa Reynolds, does anybody know Sadiqa in the community? We feel you, Sadiqa. She's out of town, or else she'd be here. But Sadiqa obviously is the president of the Louisville Urban League, does a great job for the community. But Janetta Roberts is here to talk about the Urban League's partnership with what's going on. Janetta is the director of the Center for Workforce Development. So please welcome Janetta Roberts.
Thank you, Mayor Fisher, and thank you to Kentuckiana Works to make this funding and all of the support to make this program a success. The Louisville Urban League has served the community since 1920, focusing on jobs, justice, education, health, and housing. So I'm very excited that the work continues even today with Kentuckiana Builds, which, as Mayor Fisher has already overviewed, there are tons of construction jobs available. I want to change the word jobs to career. So this program is preparing people to make that career step, that their families can have a lifetime of stability through this program. We are not doing the work alone. I want to highlight Jesus in a Job. I see Reverend Elliott here. Also New Legacy Reentry Corporation. So the 3 organizations, which I think is wonderful, that we're sharing our skills and resources to make this happen, and many others, but wanted to highlight them. So how do you get involved with Kentuckiana Builds? There is a website, kentuckianabuilds.org. I want to invite any and all to come out to our next orientation for the program, which will be held on December 29th at 5:30 p.m. Even despite the holidays, people are preparing for next year to enter a job, okay? So please come out. The next one will be Thursday, January 5th during the day. The next program, as Mayor Fisher has highlighted, we've already got students in class. Just yesterday, they were at Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Training Facility. So we're going to keep the momentum going at the end of January to start a new group on the 23rd. So again, we are preparing people for a career, and we want them placed in jobs before they finish. So again, if you're hearing this today and you want to come out and join the program, please do, but also tell 10 others. Can you all do that for me? Thank you.
Well, we got a lot of partners, obviously, to make this happen. One indispensable group of partners is the Metro Council, because they authorize the spending for the city, and they are intent on all aspects of public safety, amongst others. So public safety, frequently we think about policing, but there's the other aspect of that is getting people back to work, especially when people re-enter the community, that there is a pipeline for them to get skilled up and get a job so they're not on the streets. So I want to thank David James, who's here with us today, representing the council, and ask him to share a few words with us as well. Councilman?
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to thank everybody that's been participating in this, but especially I want to thank the Mayor for having the vision to understand that this is something that we really need to have happen. As we watch television every day and we see things happen that make us sick to our stomachs, and we say, well, how can we interrupt that? How can we stop that? There are many people in this room that are actually doing that, and we, as the Mayor said, are taking away the barriers that give people the excuse of, well, I don't have a job and I can't do this and I can't do that. You have absolutely nothing that's stopping you now. Everything that you need is here at the NIA Center. The people are here at the NIA Center. We have the Urban League. We have Jesus with a Job. We have New Legacy. We have all these opportunities for people to work and to have a job and not have to participate in an alternative culture of business, which causes a lot of problems in our community. And so I just want to really just take a brief moment to say thank you to everybody involved, and that I think we're going in the right direction. Thank you.
The alternative culture of business. That's pretty sophisticated, Councilman. All right, now's the best part of the program, when we hear from some of the folks that are benefiting from these training programs. We're going to hear from a graduate from our manufacturing training program. Shalantane Young just graduated from the MTech training program last week and was immediately offered a job at Owens & Minor Company. I'd say that's a success. So please welcome Shalantane.
First, I'd like to tell y'all thank you for allowing me the chance to get up here and tell you all. I'm grateful for the opportunity for them even having the classes for us to even be able to go to. They not only give you the classes to give you all the proper training that you need, but they also make sure that they give you soft skills so you'll know how to interact with other people. They make sure that you're properly prepared for your interview with your resume, because some people don't know how to build a resume. And everything that you need, they make sure that you're properly prepared. And then they give you the employee panel to where they want you. That's right. For the skills that they give you, these employees, the employers, they want what you have. So they not only give you the skill that you need, but they set you up with the jobs too. I'm grateful. Thank you.
So the question for Shalantane is public speaking part of the training that you get?
No, they didn't give us that.
You just got it. Well, I'd say you could teach it. All right. Now, Greg Coatley is also with us over here. He's a graduate from the CPT program and has already got a job as an apprentice with the millwrights as well. So, and looking safe as well. So please welcome Greg.
Yes, I can just say that I went through the Urban League and the KMCC, Kentuckiana Works, and they both incredible programs. From the program to the instructors, they wasn't just concentrating on giving me a career. They actually cared about my wellness and my betterment. You know, so that touched me. That gave me an extra edge that I needed, you know, to put me in a position where I am now, which is I got an apprenticeship program. It's my dream job, and this was fresh. I got this right the Monday after I got out. Yes. So yeah. So I just like to thank everybody involved with, and I like to say to guys and the women, the ladies out there, that this is a wonderful opportunity. You know, this is an opportunity that most have to take advantage of, you know, in order to see it work. It's not gonna work if you don't get in and work it. So, you know, I like to thank everybody, and, you know, God bless everybody.
All right, Greg, thanks for keeping it real with us there, buddy. But you can see, I mean, that's the model. Get out, get help, get to work. All right? Fantastic. Good job. Gerald, would you like to share anything? Sure. Gerald Muhammad.
Thank you. Gerald Muhammad with Brothers, Helping Brothers. I know that this program works. I personally have referred people to the program over the years, but didn't really want to say anything. I just was testing them to see if it worked. But this program is the real deal. And there's a lot of programs going on throughout the city, but what we have found that a lot of people don't know what's going on. And we called a community meeting, and we were scrambling around, and Reverend Elliott said, here's the keys to the church. And we had over nearly 200 people that came out. And we wanted 10 solutions. And we received 28 and narrowed them down to 10. And of the 10, the number one thing that came out was job opportunities. There's a direct relationship between unemployment and violent crimes. If a man has to be at work at 7 a.m. in the morning, he's not going to be riding around at midnight with a pistol in his pocket. So what we want to do is provide hope, provide employment, and I think this is an excellent opportunity, and we're willing to work with all these organizations because we already have a list of over 100 men and women right now that want to go to work. So we're willing to work with you all. We have a radio show, and the lines are open anytime any organization would like to come on and share. Thank you. All right.
Thank you, Gerald. So now our challenge is to scale these programs up. Okay, so we have hundreds and thousands of folks participating in this opportunity. James Linton will help us scale these programs as well. Would you like to say anything? Nobody ever says no to the microphone.
I will be very brief. My name is James Linton. I'm with the Community Connection radio show and also the Community Connections group. Our role will be to send you people. You have some fantastic, great programs and organizations here, but you need people. If nobody knows about the programs, it doesn't work. So we have a little bit over 13,000 people on our Facebook page to follow us. We have about 128,000 to listen to the radio show. And your job is to get me the information, and we will get it out to the people. Is that okay, Mayor? All right. Thank you. It's communityconnections.com. And if you have, you can call us anytime. My phone number is 502-345-7018. So let's get the information out, and let's put everybody to work in 2017 and provide some hope.
Yes, sir. All right, last, I want to ask our pioneer to come up here, a man that's been doing this work before some of us were even born, and that's Reverend Charles Elliott. Come on up here, Rev. Come on. Come on. You all, what he's been doing with Jesus in a Job and opening up his church to the community for decades now is a model for all of us here. So if you'd just like to give us some closing thoughts, we'd appreciate it. Reverend Elliott.
Thank you. First, I want to say that I'm very grateful and thankful to the Lord for blessing us with a leader like our mayor who has been involved. And I think we need to really give him a big round of applause. I want to thank the Brothers Helping Brothers and also the community group here, how they have worked with us with the Jesus and a Job. I went to the mailbox just a few minutes ago, and there was $1,000 check in the mail for Jesus and a job. I done found out that Jesus and a job, with the cooperation of all of us, we can solve the problem that we are facing today. Last night we had another homicide. And you're not going to be able to police this thing out of here. We're going to all have to work together, regardless of. I want to thank the Urban League being our umbrella for the Jesus and a Job and other organization to work under. And let's make 2017 a better year. Let's set a stage for the other cities throughout the United States. And I think we're on the way when we got a leader like our mayor. God bless you all. I hope all of you have a Merry Christmas.
Reverend Elliott. All right, does anybody else move to say anything? All right, well, I just want to close by saying happy holidays to everybody. Merry Christmas. Let's count our blessings here over the next couple of days and every day and get back to work. Thank you all.
This has been a Metro TV production, a public service of Louisville Metro Government.